Why didn't you do the thing you promised?
Well, I was going to, but then I reorganized the fridge and accidentally started a new life.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk ADHD
ADHD and
and
marriage.
marriage. Woo! Hello, I'm Rania.
And I'm Hala. Welcome to ADHDiva again.
Welcome back, everyone.
What exactly we're talking about today, Rania?
So, today we are talking about marriage.
And how ADHD shows up in marriage, and what are the friction points that always happen with marriages that involves at least one person with ADHD. We're
Mm.
talking the treat side of ADHD in marriage and also a toolkit. Some of them we tried and some of them maybe we'll test them later. And you can test them as well and tell us what happened.
We're not here to blame partners or excuse behavior. ADHD explains patterns, it doesn't erase responsibility, but it does change how responsibility needs to be supported. Marriage with ADHD isn't broken, it's misunderstood. Welcome to ADHDiva, where ADHD isn't just a diagnosis, it's a whole vibe.
We are your chaos companions, here to laugh, rant, and get real about living life with ADHD.
So grab your drink, grab your meds, or don't, and let's dive into the glitter and the chaos together.
We want to give you a quick heads up. We are not doctors, therapists, or your personal ADHD coach. We're just two divas sharing our experiences, laughs, and lessons. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always, always check in with a professional for medical advice.
What is the most ADHD thing that happens in your marriage weekly?
It's going to be definitely the time blindness.
How so?
My, well, me and my husband now
Mm-hmm.
are having this technique. Every time we are having a plan, he needs to tell me, well, Hala, we need to go to the place, like be in the place 5 p.m., for example. So you need to get ready by 4:30
Mm-hmm.
and you get ready probably in 30 minutes. So you need to just stop doing whatever you're doing by 4. So he accommodates me this way, and it's
Oh,
working amazingly. So,
that
what
is
about you?
so that is so good. So my husband delays the time by half an hour. So if we
Mm,
have yes. So if we have plans by, for example, say you invited us over.
mm,
Um, Rania, I spoke with Mo. He he said to be there by 5:30,
mm.
right?
Yeah,
So he'll delay the time and I'll be done by, by whatever time that I need to be done.
yeah.
Um, so time
So,
doesn't feel real to
yes,
us until it's gone.
yeah. So we both have the same thing. The most ADHD happen in our marriage life weekly is the time blindness, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
do you have anything else?
so for me, it's forgetfulness and follow through.
Mm,
I care so deeply. I care so deeply and I want to be the person, that has everything done and down and is following through, but I still forget. Like
mm,
my love doesn't live in my memory system. I know that I love you and I know that I want to like get this done or I promised you that I'm going to do something and you're waiting for me. Um,
mm.
but I still forget. and it looks very neglectful of me. So, for example, appointments. If my
Mhm.
husband asks me to, um, for example, he delegated a task to cancel our son's doctor's appointment and
Mm,
reschedule for the following week. I'll say,
mm.
okay, okay, yeah, yeah, I'll definitely do it. I have it in my head to do it. But then it's already 5 p.m. The doctor's office is closed. I didn't cancel, so they're going to give us a $50
Oops.
cancellation fee. But I wanted to do it. I really did in my heart. My brain
Mm.
just didn't connect.
So you end up be the one who's paying the 40 or the $50 because
Well, we both
you're
are.
not.
We both are paying since, we're together. And he's so kind and he's so nice and sweet and so like intentional with me. Like he gives me grace. And I my parents never did that. They're like, "No, we're holding you responsible." And I loved that because it gave me, we work better under pressure.
Yeah.
So half of me wants to tell my husband, "Hey, can you do this?" But then the other half of me is like, "You need to get yourself together because you're a 30-year-old woman. You are not a child." Oh.
Uh, okay.
So yeah. How about you? Do you find yourself forgetting these things?
Uh, well, when it comes to the day-to-day life things, like I'm going to get to make you some tea,
Mhm.
and I end up doing something completely different. Yeah, I tend to do that. And we don't we laugh about it now because he knows
Yeah.
me now, you know.
Oh.
It's not like yeah, it's not like I don't care about him or
Mhm.
how bad he need that cup of tea. It's just I literally go to like teleport into
Yeah.
another place.
Mhm.
But the big things, I just used to do that a lot until I started to write them down, and so I'm no longer forgetting
Yeah.
these things, but a little
Yes.
bit procrastinating.
Yes.
So, but he understand, you know. By now,
Yeah.
he do
When
understand.
you're with them for so after a while, I think for me it was like after the first year.
Mm,
After the first year, my husband just yeah, we kind of like make jokes about things and,
mm,
laugh it off and stuff. But I have worked very hard to build systems for myself so
mm.
that way these things don't happen. But I also wanted to add something else, impulsivity.
Oh,
Oh, impulsivity and especially with spending. Okay, I'm an
ooh,
accountant. I'm an
oh.
ac I'm an accountant. How does this happen? ADHD. It does not matter if you're in finance or accounting. It's horrible. Novelty
Mhm.
feels regulating. Like,
Yes.
impulse isn't about recklessness, it's about relief. And I just
Mhm.
found such relief. But thank goodness, after a little bit, my husband saw, the defect and he was like, "Hey, let's sit down and find a solution for this."
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That's did you feel emotionally like the RSD? Did the RSD started to hit when he told you that? Or like
Yes, obviously it hits. My rejection sensitivity is just out of this world, but I've worked on it. I now know him to a point where I know it's coming from a place of love, and he also takes it upon himself to like
Mm,
communicate to a point where I'm comprehending. Like, for example, hey, I'm saying this with so much love. And because we have so many goals, we want to go here, we want to travel here, we want to invest here, we want to buy it,
mm,
this home. I want to buy you your dream home one day. Um,
mm.
he gives me hope in something that is common between us that we really want. He touches on
Yeah.
those goals, which makes me feel the rejection is gone. It just
Yeah.
makes me feel like he wants to give me something in return.
Yeah, I love that he uses the goal. Like he focuses on the problem and the goal more
Yeah.
than like accusing the person themselves, because it's a very common thing for
Yeah.
husbands and wives. Sometimes they're like, you have a problem, you need
Yeah.
to control yourself, you're out of control, you're blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah, and forget about the main problem and why it's a problem in the first place. It's
Yes.
a problem because you guys have goals you need to do and these kind of things. So it's not just he loves you and accommodates you. He's more goal oriented and like focuses on the important things here.
Yeah, the big picture. Yeah, and I'm very, very grateful for him. He's my rock. All of these things, they're helping me, and I know in the long run, I'm gonna love, love, love these little pushes that he gives me. So
Yeah,
I've come to silence that rejection with him. Sometimes it does not silence with other people, but we have built such a solid foundation that I know it's coming from such a great place, and I'm so thankful for him.
perfect, perfect. Me
Yeah.
too. Thanks God we had ourselves the good ones for our, not for our
Yes.
ADHD, but for our
In
entire
Yeah,
being.
exactly, in
Um
general.
yeah. We're talking about, we will this episode where we will talk about the common red flags and common green flags as well. So if you are a future ADHD wife, you're not married yet, you need
Mhm.
to stick with us.
What is the thing your neurotypical husband does or says that makes you feel distant the most? And this is the first question. And secondly, what is the thing your husband does that accommodates your ADHD the most?
Mm. So before answering this question, I'll just mention that having ADHD is tough, and having a wife or a husband with ADHD is even more tough,
Mhm.
tougher.
Yeah.
And it's really not easy to, as a neurotypical, to understand someone who's neurodivergent, because his mind's literally working differently.
Mhm.
Um, so for me and my husband, um, the thing, at first it was hard for him to, like, it before even knowing anything about ADHD, and so it was really hard for him to listen to me talking about it and how it is a struggle sometimes to have ADHD, and not feel that he has to do something about it, you know,
Mhm.
like to fix it or to make it like easier for me, or like do something about it.
Yeah.
He had like he loves me. I love him, and that's
Yes.
why he felt like he's responsible for doing something about it. And this is a men thing, men thing
Yeah.
is
Can I
to listen, like
Yeah.
we need to rant sometimes. It doesn't mean we need to solve the problem,
Can I
but
interrupt you?
yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna interrupt you. So you know me, I'm very observant. I have this super I call it a superpower, it's pattern recognition. Um, I have seen you and your husband, guys, I've seen her and her husband. He has this protective energy when he's around her. Sorry, Helen, I'm gonna spill all the beans. This
Go ahead.
this protective energy around her, and I kind of see it from his point. He has so much love for this woman that he's like, "No, this thing
Oh,
I'm gonna beat it up for her. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna take it away." So
yeah.
his heart his heart
Took
was
the
in a good
knot
place.
out and made it flat out in the ground and just went.
Give it the good old 1, 2. Punch, punch.
Yeah, he
Continue.
does. God
Yeah.
bless him. I love him
Yeah.
for it. Um, but when it comes to my ADHD, it's really hard for him, or any neurotypical, to like exactly know how does it feel. So he
Right.
always came up with hacks and um, like read a lot about it and come with hacks and uh, ways to get over the executive function changes and do stuff like, oh, I did this and I tried this and it worked with me, and
Uh-huh.
um, it will work with you just to try again and stuff like that. And I'm not going to lie, some hacks do sometimes work, and sometimes the problem is not the hack
Mhm.
itself or how hard I try to make it work. The problem is different. It's just a neurological thing.
Right.
It's an ADHD one. Um
Exactly.
so yeah, this is the thing that made me at the very first year of our marriage feel distant the most, is the hacks thing. Like, can you
Yeah.
try do this, can you try do this, and he do them sincerely. He wanted to see me happy. I'm sad when I'm not doing the things I want to do in my life, and
Right.
he knows, he sees me like, okay, it doesn't matter for me, but I feel like you want to be happy, and if you want to do the thing, I can help you out with it.
Uh-huh.
Mm, So yeah, this is the one until we started to talk about it, and I'm like, listen, ADHD is like hard,
Yeah.
but it's my hard, it's my hard task.
Right.
I'm the one responsible for doing it.
Exactly, yeah.
Like for fixing it. And it's
Mhm.
not going to fix it. It's just going to the solution. Sometimes it's just to alter your plan or like come up with something that suits me better,
Right.
um and accommodates my ADHD better. And
Mhm.
then sometimes the solution is to tell you, listen, you need to do the ABC to help me.
Mhm.
So every time you see me do this, please tell me this, and it just works out this way. And since then he's doing exactly whatever I tell him to help my ADHD,
Yeah.
and it's actually perfect. It's going it's
Um,
actually, yeah, it's even better. Like I feel like if I was on neurotypical,
mhm.
I wasn't feel grateful as now because I know how hard it
Exactly.
is to have ADHD and how hard it is to accommodate it. So
Right.
yeah, that makes me have even more and more love for him to do that for
Right.
me. What about you, Rania?
You touched on a lot of things, that I relate to. So, it's basically that one of the biggest pain points in ADHD marriages, or at least I can speak about mine, is feeling completely unrelatable to my partner. Um, it kind of like when there's a problem resolution situation, it sounds like I feel you, but it doesn't feel like he actually does feel me, you know? Or
Mm,
when he, like you said, keeps offering solutions or hacks, like you said, or
mm,
systems that work for him. And
mm,
I'm sitting there thinking, I already feel broken. Please
mm.
don't turn this into a self improvement project. But it comes
Because
again.
it's going to make you feel even more broken because the things
Exactly.
that work for other people, it's not working for you.
Right. And like I said about your partner, there's also that side where it's like they love you so much, where it's like they take ADHD, separate it from you, and say that it's the problem. No, ADHD is me. Like we're one.
Mm,
So you can't take it away. You can't help me by trying to fix it. It is me. Like it
mm,
and yeah, it's the unrelatable, um, part of it all, where the "I can fix you" energy, even when it's well-intentioned, it can feel incredibly lonely, um, but then the more you get to know each other, the more years pass by,
mm,
the "I feel lo" like, now, the "I feel lonely," it's not there anymore.
mm,
He knows me to a like, on a fundamental level. It's incredible. He
mm,
sometimes knows what I need before I even say it.
mm. This
So
is before you even say it now or in general, because you might have talked about it before and now he recognized the pattern.
yeah.
But you mean in general, like you've never talked about it before, and yet he understands
No,
the
no,
pain
no.
point.
I meant like because of because of past
Mm,
things, we touch
yes.
base on something, he'll
Mm,
make a mental note and then it'll happen again in a different situation,
mm,
different people, different setting.
mm.
He'll take the mental note again and then the third or fourth time he already knows what to do, you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
what to
I asked
say.
yeah, I asked this question um because it's not like I want to make sure people understand it's not perfect like that. Like just like that. No.
No, 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 no.
We try to understand ourselves the most because we want to help ourselves. And so we end up knowing ourselves enough, and then we
Right.
talk about it to our husbands, and then they know us enough to become like that, plus their love and their being kind. It's not just like that, you know.
Yes. Yes, it's repetitive, situations,
Mm,
and they take in that information, and then that builds trust, support, and no judgment.
mm,
That will do more for an ADHD marriage than any productivity hack that they will ever come up with.
yeah.
So, noticing this issue recurring and then trying different solutions, working together over and over again. One
Mm,
day you're going to wake up half the same problem. You two already know what to do.
mm, yeah. Being relatable is definitely one of the common friction points. But let's talk about something different. Let's talk about chores.
Chores. Ugh.
Uh, Listen, what chore is not like
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm going to stop you here.
yeah.
My dear husband, if you are listening, this is your time to exit the podcast. Now, get out.
Because chore is like by far maybe the biggest friction
Yay!
point, right? So
Mhm.
what is the chore you dread the most? Or the chore is it's more about the planning of the process of the chore itself more than the chore, you know?
Ew, it's all of it. Everything. It's all of it. Hello, what are you talking about?
Oh my
Ugh.
god. No,
Listen,
no, no. Definitely there is wo-
dishes.
yeah.
I
Okay.
hate them.
I didn't even need to complete the question.
No, I already have the answer.
What
I
about the
hate
dishes? Is it the sensory
ugh, yes.
stuff, sensitivity of it?
Ugh. I have to wear double gloves. I hate it. I hate food. And the thing is, like, I had a system at my home, like my not my
Mm,
home, but my parents' house. We had a system. My mother was the house manager. She had rules in place. We all followed the rules. I don't care if I had ADHD. She didn't care if I had ADHD. You followed the rules. Food, it needed to go into the trash can, the plate completely cleared out before it gets into the sink. Okay? You wake
mm,
up, one of us put
mm.
either her, my dad, me, my brothers, put the dishes back where they belong. Throughout the day, load up the dishes. Nighttime, the last person to go to sleep is the one who's going to turn on the dishwasher, and it keeps going.
It feels like the entire day is all around the dishes.
No, because the entire day was planned out this way, no
Mm,
one felt like they were doing dishes.
yeah.
Yeah, so at my house, when my husband and I first started living together,
Mm,
there was no system, and I live by systems because that's number 1, that's how I was raised. Number 2,
ah,
um, as an ADHD person, this is personal. If I do not have a system in place, I will not do the thing.
me too. The
You too?
outer, yeah, the external structure for us, like a routine, something external or someone external,
Uh-huh.
but a specific structure or routine, and we got to do it. It's just
Uh-huh.
stimulating enough for me. Like I just do it like this.
Mwah, chef's kiss. That's what I'm
Yes.
talking about. You get me.
Yeah.
Um, we did not have that. So
Mm.
we'd be like, well, I did the dishes yesterday, you do them now. And we were washing dishes by hand, not in the dishwasher. I don't know why we chose violence every day. Like for ourselves, he hated the dishes, I hated the dishes. Um, so then I have no idea why, but we continued for like a year. And then one day I would be like, I would have, it would be tax season and end of the year. And I would be working so long and I'd be like, well, I don't want to do the dishes. And he'd be like, well, I did them yesterday and I did them the day before just so I can give you a break. So why don't you just do them? And I'd be like, nope, not doing them. And then I'd go to bed and then he'd be so upset. He'd be so upset and he wouldn't do them. And then it would keep on going. So I was, yeah, oops. And then one day, um, we kind of sat down and he was like, "Can you please tell me like how were dishes done in your home?" And I
Huh.
told him. And
Huh.
then we did it. And that's how it happened. And sometimes I find myself, I'll empty the dishwasher. I will, I'll load it, I'll put all of my dishes, he'll put all of his dishes, and then I just turn it on at the end of the night and I don't feel like I do dishes. And I don't
Yeah.
sit there. Yeah, dishes became something that we just don't speak about anymore.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I'm going to put some clapping voices
Thank
here.
you. Thank you, thank
Good for
you.
you.
How
This
about
is
you?
for us. Yeah, this is for us. Is you like it was like a problem until it's not. We
Yeah.
decided that I will be the one to load the dishwasher, and he's the one who will unload it, and just that's it. But
Yeah.
the thing for me is like the most dreadful chore for me is definitely going to be laundry. Listen,
Ugh.
you wash. No, first you separate, and then you wash, and then you dry, and then you fold, and then you iron some of the things. So
Yep.
many steps to follow up, you know.
Hmm.
And I'm so bad at following up, so
Uh-huh.
for me this is the most hateful one. I feel so ashamed to say that because my dad used to tell me how my grandma used to wash the clothes for a family of 12,
Wow.
like 100 gazillion years ago, with no with so bad equipment. So not bad, that was the norm back then.
Yes.
But
Mhm.
really, it was hard as if like, oh my god, um 100x as hard as now. That's
Yes.
all I can say. And yet laundry is really hard for me to follow up with all these things. I just put like separate the clothes and put them in a washer, and then
Let
forget
me
that I've ever washed clothes for like 2 days.
No, no. Listen, I don't want you to feel bad about that because you have to understand. I'm going to break it down, okay?
Mm.
Whites, colors. Towels need to be washed separately, okay? Intimates need to be separate. Some things need to be hand washed.
Oh
Some
my god.
things need to, yes, some things need to be on a gentle wash.
I don't even do that. I only separate the whites and the blacks.
Hella, no, listen, guys, we're a bamboo wearing family. All of our pajamas are bamboo. Do you think
Good
I'm gonna
for
wash?
you. But if
Thank
I
you.
was like that, I would have never washed anything. I would just buy the bamboo whatever and then throw it away and then get myself another set.
But I don't want you to feel bad because I feel like
Oh my
because
god.
we have that perfectionist mindset, we tend to do this. Like I refuse to wash the towels with any of the clothes. I refuse. I won't do it. You shoot me, shoot me. I won't do it.
I will now. I will go to the living room
No.
and just shoot you.
Yeah, and if I ever see anybody do it, I'm putting them in jail.
Just put me in jail as long as I won't take laundry as a chore in jail. Just what?
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh, I
never
hate
mind.
it.
Let's not talk about jail.
Oh
Oh.
my
No, I
god.
understand. I completely do. But
Ooh.
ADHD brains struggle with invisible work.
Mm.
It's known.
Mm.
Planning, sequencing, remembering, and tracking, they're not
Oh my God.
automatic, but they
That's a
should be.
lot.
Yeah.
So since we covered chores, what about fights? What about fights? What does your nervous system do in
Mm-hmm.
flight, fight, freeze?
Okay, so fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Side note, my husband, if you are still listening, please exit the podcast now.
If you didn't exit already by
Now,
now.
please, please. I'm just kidding. Please listen. Um, so fights, our fights aren't like aggressive or like, outbursts or shouting or whatever, but fights escalate fast. We've had very few in our almost 4 years of marriage. But fights escalate fast. I don't give room for any speaking, any comprehension, so I try not to do the whole fight thing. But um the whole defensiveness, like I get very defensive, the rejection sensitivity kicks in, I shut down, I might cry, I might get angry, but then the anger goes away and I get sad and I'm like, why am I like this? And then
Yeah, man.
sometimes, yeah, all in one argument. And then sometimes I'll want to leave the argument and run away. Sometimes I'll, you know, all in one argument. Like it's all
Well,
of them. Or I'll be like, Fawn, for example, okay, yeah, no, I love you so much. I shouldn't be doing this. Do, 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 do. Next time I'll be more understanding, you know, just as an example. Um, so it's
so
kind of like
what makes you fun? What calms you down?
what calms me down is comprehension and
Mm.
the person relating. So I grew up without excuses. So for example, if something happens, I was never the kind to be like, "Oh, I did it because I think this and this and this." It kind of takes away from the responsibility of it. So if for example, you Hella, if you have a
Mm.
problem with me, you come to me and say, "Rania, I didn't like your tone the last time we spoke about this subject." It
Mm.
is not my right to come to you and say, well, I said it because da da da. No, I hurt you, Hella. I don't care if I didn't see it the way you see it, but I hurt you. So I'm not giving you an excuse. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to take responsibility for my action, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do to prevent this from happening again. You do
Mm.
not need to hear why I did it,
Mm.
okay?
You just need to feel understood.
Yeah, all you have to say is, "I'm so sorry, that really wasn't my intention." You don't need to know what my intention was. "That wasn't
Mm.
my intention to hurt you. I'm so sorry. Moving forward, this is what I'm going to do to prevent you from feeling this way. I am so
Mm.
sorry I made you feel this way." And then I tell you what my plan is, and that's it. We move on. And then I will not do it again. That's how I problem solve with someone. But then I have to also accept other people do not have this mindset. Sometimes somebody feels so bad that they need to explain to you why their thought
Mm.
process was thought processing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was the kind to like give that block, like, no, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to know what you're going to do to fix it
Mm.
later, you know? But no, my husband is the kind to say, no, I want you to know my intentions so you know that I'm not a bad person. I didn't want to hurt you, you know?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
we're both not wrong.
Mm.
And it's very hard to remind yourself in the heat of the moment that it's you and them against the problem. It's not
Yeah,
against them.
definitely. Yeah, especially when you feel guilty about something, like something happened, your time blindness hit again and you feel guilty about it.
Mhm.
But and you know that you've done a mistake, okay? But it's you're sad about that. You don't like this about yourself, and maybe the your husband is talking about the problem. He's not talking about you or attacking you, but
Exactly.
you're feeling guilty sometimes,
Absolutely. How
and
about
then
you?
you start to yeah. For
Yeah.
me, I do that sometimes, definitely. For me, I don't speak when I'm angry
Okay.
at all. That's why um we don't have fights. We have arguments.
Yeah. Which is
Because
normal, healthy.
the yeah, healthy, and it's not just that. For me, I fight. Like, okay, I fight. I used to fight, and I used to
Wow.
scream, and I used to kick.
Wow.
When as a kid, but growing up, I just figured that recognizing the pattern, I figured that I tend to be really impulsive when I'm angry,
Yes.
and I mess up things. I mess up relationships. I mess up.
Mhm.
I It's really easy to be misunderstood when I'm in this state, and so now I be more angry in words, and this is not good, by the way. Like some people might say like, oh, not they're not fighting. This is perfect. Actually, this is not
No.
ideal,
S
because when you just zone out as an angry person, you got to make sure you come back and hit the problem again and talk about it,
Yes.
because if you forgot about it, it's going to show up somehow later, and it's not
Yes.
going to be good. So for me, I just zone out a little bit. I don't like to talk about it, and if I have to talk about, like, my husband pushed me a little bit to talk about it, I will be not really cooperating, and yes.
Oh god.
So this is not good. So now we know, like, he knows now that I'm not myself when I'm angry. I just need to zone out a little bit, and just
Yeah.
as long as we remember we love each other. Okay, I love you and you love me, and we're going to talk about this later. And I agree. And then we talk about it later, and it's really easy this way, you know. It's just
Yeah.
talk about the main issue. We talk about it and remind ourselves that like, as you said, it's the both of us against the problem. It's not I'm against you or you are against me, and that's it. And that's exactly what calms me, to just take my time,
Mhm.
gather my thoughts, and recognize what is rejection sensitivity and what is valid point to be mad at,
Right. Right.
because sometimes there is a point, but the rejection sensitivity is covering this point, so you don't express the problem properly.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it.
S saying saying I've learned this. I just in the heat of the moment, it just kinda slips sometimes, but saying it out loud, "Hey, I need 10 minutes to regulate, I will come back," is
Mm,
so powerful because number 1, if your partner has an anxious attachment style, they know you're coming back, they're not running
mm,
after you.
mm,
Number 2, if for yourself, it's letting you know, like, okay, if you have anxious attachment, um, then it's letting you know that this person, they're going to give you're only taking 10 minutes, you're not taking 3 days, they're not gonna go
mm,
missing, they're not you know, a lot of ADHD people having anxious attachment styles. I have a mix, I'm avoidant and I'm an anxious person, or
mm,
not an anxious person, but have an anxious attachment style, so it can vary based on the situation. But, pause language, it really does save a relationship.
mm.
Pausing, just
Yes.
pause. Um,
Breathe.
yes, I have a long story, but of pause language, but I'm not gonna say it in this episode. I'm gonna save it for another day. But
Mm,
the craziest thing happened, and I ended up coming back home, and because I took a pause, I only meant to leave for, like, 20 minutes and come back. But I ended up leaving. A car accident happened in front of me. Actually, this was only like maybe a month ago.
Oh,
Yeah, it happened in front of me. It was two old men, a woman, and then I got out because the man was they needed help. So I'll tell you the story later. But
oof.
I ended up coming home so
You got
excited
me.
that
Got me
yes,
intrigued.
yes, I will tell everyone this story in another podcast. It was crazy, but I ended up coming back so excited that I helped these people, and that's my entry into reconciling with my husband.
Mm.
Imagine.
I
Pause
can't wait
language will
for the
help.
I can't wait for the next episode to know about it. Actually,
Yeah.
we're recording the next episode just after this one, so I'll just know about it right now.
She's excited now.
But the listeners won't. That's why I'm so happy.
Oh my
Oh my god.
goodness.
All right, so that's it for this episode. This is part one of Marriage with ADHD episode. Thank you guys for listening to us. Don't forget to check our upcoming episode. We will talk about the silver lining of having ADHD in marriage, because it's definitely not all challenges, right? And we are talking about the ADHD marriage toolkit. Some of those hacks we tried and some we didn't, but we would hope for you guys to try some and tell us about your experience. Okay, we will talk also about the green flags you should look for in all men before getting married to them. And the red flags all ADHDiva should run from once they see in men.
As always, it's such a pleasure having these conversations with you guys, and we're really grateful you're here with us. We'll see you in part 2. And please don't forget to follow us on TikTok, ADHDiva.podcast, Instagram, YouTube. We're all over the place. All right, see ya in part 2.
Bye bye.
Bye.